Hi, everybody. Happy New Year's. Please welcome my wonderful guest, Miss Linda G. Comanche Psychic,
Hi,
or
Sherry.
Comanche Psycho, as she likes to call herself at times.
Comanche Psycho.
Um,
Yep.
I guess I'm the Cherokee version of that. So
Yeah.
you got two of the tribes. We're a little wacky. So, that all works. So, hello to everybody. Wow. I've already got like over 400 people in the room. Jeez
Oh, yeah.
Louise.
It's wonderful.
I'm not used to that, so
I'm
it may
after
take me a
you.
minute.
I'm going to be. Hi, Ness. I'm going to be on.
Hello. Hey, Ness. I need to get Ness on my channel. I have not
Oh,
been able
she's
to get in touch with her
fantastic. She's
and get her on
very
my
good.
channel. And
Um,
yeah, she's really good, really good.
uh, I
And
I'm going to be on with Deborah. Um, Saykow. She's
Zachow, Deborah Zachow, yeah,
at
she's awesome.
numerology. Her and I are going to discuss the 2026 numerology.
Yeah, that's I just adore Deborah. I did a couple of her books. I did like the preview to give her a review for it and
Yeah, I got hers right here.
whatnot. Yep. And so it's really cool. She's an absolute angel. I love her to death. And
She's a sweetheart. And she's good at what she does.
oh yeah, she's very good. I mean, it's one thing I like about her books is she breaks it down. She makes it understandable in a way that you never quite thought of
Right.
before. Is the way I look. Is like I never quite thought it could work like that. So that's kind of
So Bob's
interesting to
here,
say.
and my daughter Nicole's here.
Oh, hey, Nicole.
And
And
today's Nicole's dad's birthday, December 30th. The reason I married him because my most favorite monkey was Davy Jones, who was born December 30th. So Charlie had the same date. That's why I married him.
whatever works, right?
As you can tell, I was young.
Oh my goodness. Didn't we all make silly reasons for doing things back in our 20s? In our sometimes even in our 30s, we're like, you
I
look
got a
back
lot
and
of
you think,
stuff done this morning. I told Sherry, she said, what time do you think? 10 a.m., 11. I said, let's do 11. And I was still a couple of minutes late getting on here, but I got to tell you, I went to the dry cleaners. I sent something up for Danny Shea. I went grocery shopping. Oh, hell yeah. I'm all set. I'm
my
ready
son
for
brought
new.
me my lunch just as we were starting. So
Yeah, I'm going to uh, make a. My kids really like my meatloaf, so I'm gonna make a nice meatloaf with potatoes and carrots, and
I
I'll
was
make the
never a
gravy.
meatloaf eater. It's like it's okay, but I can
I never
there's
liked it when
not
I was
anything I
young, but
crave.
my kids tend to like. I use Italian sausage in it too.
Yeah, my late husband loved meatloaf, so I
Yeah,
used
a
to
lot of
make it
people
for
do.
him. Um,
My
and he
parents
really
used to
liked
do
it.
the
I was just
leftover.
never crazy about it. So
My parents did the leftover meatloaf sandwich, with ketchup.
yeah. And my mom used to make homemade soup, and so she would make a big, huge pot, and she'd bring half of it to the house for him, and because he loved her homemade soup, vegetable soup,
Oh, I
and
bet it was good.
it was good. He would, of course, he would doctor it once she left. He'd get in the kitchen and he'd add all kinds of stuff that he liked to go in it. And at that point, I was like, "Yeah, it's all yours. I'm not eating that." Because he'd add all kinds of stuff. Because he loved like greens and like collard greens and turnip greens and he'd eat all that stuff. And I was like, "Yeah, no,
Yeah,
not in my taste buds. Thank you, but no, thank you." And but I mean, he was a Mississippi boy, so what can I say? We both grew up with that
I told
southern
you my
food.
grandma was Mississippi, born in Mississippi.
Yeah. He was born in. All my in-laws still live in Mississippi, Northwest Florida areas.
Oh, my grandma was
They're
the best.
all up and down the coast.
She cooked, and I was young, and I still remember how delicious her food was.
Oh yeah. Oh, my grandmother was a fantastic cook. Oh
Yeah,
my God, that
yeah,
woman.
they're the ones that made the cornbread and
Ooh.
the iron skillet on top of the stove.
And yeah, she could really. really do some cooking there. So what you got planned for the New Year's? Anything special with the family or?
No, well, my son's coming tomorrow for New Year's. He's got his new place. He's got his own digs all set up, but he's coming out here to be with Mama.
Oh,
And his
cool.
girlfriend, I think she does stuff with her family, but he's coming out here and I'll make a nice meal. And, I'm leaving Friday. I'm flying to Las Vegas with my sister and
Well,
Nicole
you're going to see Wicked, right?
to see Wicked at the
Yeah.
Sphere.
Yeah. I heard you talking about that with Mel yesterday, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's so awesome!"
I'm looking forward. I don't know how long it's playing because at the end of January, the Eagles are coming. So and playing at the Sphere. So they're probably shutting
Ooh.
down.
Yeah, of course they're missing
And
some of their key. Oh, hey Dan, they're missing some of their key frontmen that for their group, that kind of led the way. My
oh,
Eagles,
I
the
know.
rock group.
Yeah,
Yeah, uh, Glenn Fry, I think it was, that passed, and
that was sad.
uh, I
That
know
was
that
the gal from
Joe Walsh is still around because
Fleetwood Mac. What's her name? The gal from Fleetwood Mac. That was the love of her life was Glenn Fry.
yeah, Stevie Nicks.
The
Yeah,
last
I
time I
love
saw the
Stevie Nicks.
Eagles was at it might have been Candlestick or not Candlestick. It was a huge AT&T park. We were up in on the higher place where you could go in and get your coffee and stuff and you get your shirts. But Danny Harrison was playing. He was there. And another really famous singer, country western singer, Vince Gill. He was
Oh
there.
yeah, I like him.
And it was really good.
Yeah, I like Vince Gill. He's got a really pretty voice. It just
Yeah.
his looks and his voice don't match. It's like he opens his mouth and starts singing. You're like, oh, that's not the
Yeah.
voice I thought was going to come out of that face. But
Yeah.
he's got
But
just a
I will
beautiful,
tell you,
beautiful
I
voice.
really love when I was younger, I used to go to Day in the Green and see bands, but I don't do it anymore. And if I go see somebody like Paul McCartney, I've got to have front and center seats.
Oh yeah, what's the point?
But I'm
Especially goes to
old and I
somebody like
don't
Paul
like crowds.
McCartney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I roll now. So my sister, she still loves to go catch a concert, but not me.
God, the last concert I went to was Lewis. My son was still in elementary school.
Oh
So it's
boy,
been a long time.
yeah.
And yeah, because he'll be 42 next month in February. So he was still in elementary school, like fourth or fifth grade, I guess. And I won
Yeah.
tickets off the radio to go see Seals and Croft and Air Supply.
Oh,
And
Air Supply, they had the best music.
oh yeah, absolutely. And they were both great. I mean, it was in one of the smaller theaters here in town. So I think max capacity was under 3,000.
Oh,
So it made it for a very intimate concert, and which was really great. Um, and of course, most of the people that were my age and a little older, we were all up and dancing and moving and singing along with the
yeah.
songs.
Oh, yeah. I bet it
And
was.
those that brought their kids with them, their kids were looking around like, why are my parents acting like this?
I know. My sister's now deceased husband, Robert, he used to ask her, why don't you ever have me come to a Kenny Loggins concert with you? She said, that's because I don't want you to see your beloved wife and mother of your children with her panties down around her ankles.
Yeah.
Of course, we weren't that bad. But Nicole was just me.
Oh, I laugh. I say it's a good thing there was no social media around when I was a teenager. I'd still be in jail. But when I think about it, it's like I really wasn't that bad because actually, when I was a teenager, my attitude was I would rather be in jail than have my mother catch me because I was more afraid of her than I was of the police. It was like,
tell me about
what
that.
are you gonna do? The worst they're gonna do is put me in the cell, and then she can't get to me because the door's locked.
Yeah.
It's like, but I don't want her to catch me because she'll kill me.
Yeah.
So, well, we got a few questions here.
How many you got in the room now?
I mean, I'm sure we got more than a few, but I can't keep up. got over 1,000 people in the room. Holy
Yep,
moly.
that. Oh,
Um,
may I tell you guys something real quick?
sure.
I
I'm
want
going
to
to
tell you
sneak
that
another
I
bite
had
of
a
lunch.
dream last night, and I'll tell it on when I'm with Deborah too. I had a dream last night that I was talking to Zelensky, and he said to me, I said to him, why haven't you taken out Putin yet? Like, I know you have opportunity. And he said to me, the reason I haven't taken out Putin is because the United States would blame me and turn on. So it has to be someone within Russia. But he acknowledged to me that they could have taken him out.
Oh, several times over they could have taken him out.
Doesn't it make sense to you?
That makes absolute sense because there have been multiple opportunities that he could have done just at the drop of a hat. He could have taken him out. Boom. I mean, and in another respect, I think it gives him a little edge of power over Putin.
Yeah,
because Putin always has that hanging over his head that Zelensky can just make a phone call and I'm toast.
But he doesn't do it because they're trying to kill Zelensky all the time.
Oh yeah, they're constantly. That's been from the
And then
get-go.
can you believe Putin over there crying to Trump? They hit Moscow. It was a bunch of crap.
After you hit Kiev.
I know, but no mention of that. But Trump says it on TV. And then they had the nerve to hit Moscow. No mention of Kiev. Anyway. But I had that dream last night. I wanted to tell you guys, he looked pretty rough.
Oh, awesome.
He looked kind of dirty, like he hadn't showered. And I don't know how it was like we were in a bomb shelter or something. And I said, hey, because I was furious at Putin, why haven't you killed him yet? And that's when he said, if I did, then the United States would hit me. If as long as Trump is president, he has to look out.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no telling what the Maybelline Queen would do when he steps in. Once they oust Trump.
Water Lily.
Oh, hey, Water Lily. Oh, thank you, Julie. I don't know if that's mine or yours. Anyway, thank you for your donation, no matter who it's for. And let's see. We had Nora Aries had asked. She was like the first person in to ask a question an hour ago. There's a teenager named Camilla Olmos Mendoza who left to go to some event and disappeared. And no one's been able to find her ever since. I had to look it up this morning because I hadn't even heard about it. And I'm next door to Texas over here in Louisiana.
Is this related to all those San Antonio or Houston people that have been coming up?
I don't know. I know Houston, I saw something this morning. They now have a body count up to 39.
I feel like she was taken out.
Yeah, so that could be because it is supposedly some dash cam videos popped up, but when I read that, it just felt like a red herring, like they're trying to throw something out to get everybody off the scent. That was the impression I got.
Somebody just said to me that they will find her. Someone just said, I don't feel she's still with us.
Yeah.
I was talking to Annette, and then I'll be on again the end of this month, end of January. But Annette, she looks for missing children, and she said when she goes to look at them, she can tell right away if they're on the other side.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of people that do that, that I've seen on videos and stuff, and they just know from the get-go.
Yeah. That's like that young gal, Gabby. Everybody was asking me, what happened to her? What happened to her? They hadn't found
I remember that. Yeah.
And I didn't know who she was. So I looked at her picture. I said, oh, she's deceased. And then I said, oh, and her boyfriend did it. And he will end up deceasing himself. Carrie.
Yeah. Let's see. Tapioca Thievery. I love that name. Said that
Girl, I love
I
me
love
some.
her. I love her name, Tapioca Thievery.
You love a nice warm tapioca pudding.
God, I haven't had that in ages.
Oh,
Um,
my mom used to make it for us. Tapioca.
uh, 'Cause she's asking, will Trump try to flee the U.S. in 2026? I don't know if it's going to be.
I know he's looking at it, but I feel he's too sick to go.
Yeah, that's what I've been getting. It's like he's kind of missed his go point when he could pack up and go at this stage of his health. I feel really strongly that he really can't jump up and go somewhere. It takes too much to have to cart all of his stuff around, I guess. And if he goes to another country, what's the guarantee that he's going to keep receiving the same
I
medical
also
care
feel
that
that
he gets?
other nations don't want him, even the ones that he thought would want him. They're like, it'd be too much trouble for you to come here.
Well, not only that, that would put them at the top of the hit list for a lot of other people, not just us, but so they have to take that into consideration as well. There are a lot of NATO countries that if somebody took him in, then there is a good chance that that can happen. I feel though what my guides keep telling me is he's past the point of no return. It's like he's missed that deadline of being able to jump and run. Now, I could be totally wrong, misreading what they're saying. I don't think he's going to finish out 2026.
That's my
I
guys did
didn't
a
think,
little review yesterday, and I posted it. My 2026. That's the first thing they said. It's coming to the end now.
yeah, I didn't think he was going to last to the end of 2025, but obviously he lasted a little longer than most of us thought. But
Well, that kind
I
of
got
evil anger.
because I was working on some of my trying to do. I've never really done predictions before, so I was kind of been working on it all week as things came to me,
Oh,
and one of the things that hit was get out of here,
Dan
was
just posted that Caroline Kennedy's daughter just passed,
oh no,
which she was going to, but still, we pray for her soul energy. She was so
oh
young with those young kids.
absolutely. It's like that family has had enough heartache.
Enough. Poor Caroline. All this,
They-
Caroline would sooner it be her than her daughter, I'm sure.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. Um, yeah, Strong Little Mama also posted it there. Um, that's that's heartbreaking. That really is. Um, and I have always admired Caroline Kennedy greatly because through all of the crap that has gone on in their family since she was born, and even
Yeah,
digging up stuff since before she was born, she has always held her head high
just like her mother, Jacqueline.
and yeah, and remained kind of like outside of it. It's like one step away, even when it was a direct family member. She's like that one step removed, like she reserves that for privacy and not for anybody else. So yeah,
And
that's really sad.
that's interesting how Jacqueline made John promise that he wouldn't fly until she was gone. And he made that promise. And as soon as she was gone, he got that airplane, and that's what took him down.
Yeah.
That family was cursed with airline, starting with Joe, right? Joe was killed. His John Kennedy's sister was killed in an airline crash.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you, Blake.
And y'all, please be sure you go to both channels and subscribe. It's free. And I'm just a little over 500 away from hitting my 10,000 mark. So I've been like egging everybody, go subscribe, go subscribe.
Thank you, guys.
And so hopefully we'll get some new subscribers today. It's free. But uh, make sure you also go to Linda's channel and subscribe as well, because she does all kinds of great things over there on her channel. And I'm just tickled that
Well, just
she
the
comes
whole
on with me.
the whole YouTube community, they are so sweet. My daughter, who got involved with this because I hired her, she said, "Mom, these people are really nice."
Yeah, yeah. Uh, when I first stumbled into this community, that was my first response was, people can't be that nice all the time.
They are.
Where are the
That gives
claws?
you
The
faith in
claws coming out. I don't see anybody going meow at each other.
no.
It really shocked me just
Or if you get some
how
ugly
loving
people,
everybody is.
if you get
I'm
some
sorry.
ugly people that love to downgrade other psychic readers and stuff, you'll get those occasionally.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And they
But
don't last. They don't last long.
no, when you get the ones that come in with that attitude, it's like you may see them around for a few months and then suddenly you don't see them anymore. And uh, which is a good thing because it gives the rest of us a bad name. It's like
Have
Lisa
you
Foster.
talked to,
That's right. I'm a Gemini. Don't cross me. Yeah, I'm a Gemini
yeah,
too. So
hey, have you talked
um,
to Mel? He got that horrible
I've
thing?
not talked to Mel since Christmas Eve. He sent me some pictures and stuff on Christmas Eve, and to say, Merry Christmas to me. And I've not talked to him directly since then. I'll see him tonight because he's got Aloha Tuesday with Arthur, and I run backstage for them. When
Oh,
every Tuesday night I handle the chat and stuff for them. So and I think this week we're on Mel's channel, so I'll be backstage on his channel doing that, and which I enjoy doing. It's fun. I do it for Arthur for some of his shows. I do it for Colleen, some of her shows. And I do it for Mel on some of his. So when it's live stream. And although I'm getting to the point now where I'm starting to think, okay, I'm gonna have to find somebody to run backstage for me.
oh, I can imagine.
I can't keep up with the. I've had to start putting things on slow mo just so I can try
That's
to keep up with the
that's
chat. So,
yeah.
and I mean, it's a good problem, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I really want to be able to see what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
And then if I
Yeah,
get involved in the
I
reading
get
or
so much email and stuff. I mean, my daughter literally has to go through it. I
oh,
can't keep up with it.
I've been on vacation all last week and all this week because campus shuts down for the holidays. And I'm still trying to catch up on emails.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I
so
can.
behind. And
Back
it's
in
like,
the old days, I used to personally answer as best I could. Sometimes I
yeah,
can't. Mostly, it's just too busy.
I same with comments and stuff. I used to answer all the comments, and now I do good if I can get to them and just like them, heart them and let them know I read it.
Yeah,
Um, but to actually respond, it's unless it's just somebody that catches me in a moment when I have a few minutes to spare and I can send off a short response. Other than that, it's usually I'm just hearting them. I can't keep up with them. So, which is a good thing, but it's a bad thing. So it kind of weighs itself. And
got
uh,
another question for me.
I do. Let me see. Oh, here's one that doesn't deal with us. Will Prince William become king in 2026? I have had a vision several times
Okay.
where I've seen him being coronated, but Charles is not dead. And I literally had to talk to a friend of mine who's British and say, how does that work? I thought they had to die before the next one could put on the crown. And they can abdicate, they can certain things
Yeah,
they can
like the
do.
queen could have advocated, but she didn't. She's
Right.
very
And
yeah.
so, which when I saw it, Charles is still alive, but William and Catherine were getting coronated. And so it made me when after the vision was over and I started thinking about it, I was like, well, obviously, you know, his health is probably going to take a real downturn for him
Yeah.
to do that. Because goodness gracious, the man waited 70 something years just to get on the throne before his
And he
mother.
also feels it's better for William not to throw him in there right now.
Yeah, I think that's been a big thing is trying, especially since they went through their own cancer scare
I would say
with Catherine, you know.
we may hear
Yeah.
news with by June that he may in fact be looking at becoming king. But I don't see Charles deceased.
I get changing course, a conscious shift. So it's not going to be just something that happens. It's going to be something they decide together that
Yeah.
this is the best choice we need to take for now. So um, I think that William will be a good king once he gets there.
I think so too.
And
Very
then,
beloved because of his wife and those kids.
yeah, and even though he and his brother are not on speaking terms at this
Yeah.
time, I have seen that down the road they regain that relationship,
Is he
and Harry becomes his like number one guy behind the throne, you know,
does Harry
helping
stay
him.
with his wife or is there an ending and that's how he gets back in with
I
the,
I I don't see them together
that's I haven't seen
much
that either.
longer. I'm surprised they've lasted this long, especially with all the rumors that go around, but I try not to pay attention to those.
You
But I
know,
just,
the UK's in his blood. He craves his family and the life he had before.
yeah, that's the biggest thing I've been getting is that he really misses not being with his family, not being with his dad, especially now with his dad being sick. You know, that's got to be hard. I know her father was recently hospitalized, even though she hasn't talked to him in years. Supposedly she went and visited him, but that's all I heard was that she paid her father a visit at the hospital. Didn't say what happened. You know, I have no idea. Um, I don't know. Something about her just strikes me weird. I
Well,
can't put
she
my
said
finger on
she
it.
didn't even know about the monarchy or had any interest in it. And then you have a picture of her as a teenager in front of the castle.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of contradictions of what she said and what's from the past, or what her ex-husband has said and what old friends have said. I mean, I know when,
We definitely
sorry,
feel he'll be king sooner than later, but
yeah,
not necessarily because Charles has crossed. Maybe Charles is real sick and just hands it over.
that's what I keep getting is that Charles is just like steps down and says, "Take it," and while he's still here to kind of help guide him
Yeah,
through some things.
because a lot of people don't they do love Charles, but they hate that wife of his.
Oh yeah, they do not like Camilla at all, and I know that as William's rank, I guess you could say, amongst everything is he has risen up. He has very slowly shown less and less deference to her. It's like he tolerates her, is what I
Yeah.
get. And so he's like, I'm not playing this game anymore. It's as far as I've always been able to
Well,
get is
she tried to work
people
against his
blame
wife.
her for their mama's death.
She tried to go in there and be queen for a day, and she tried to do some things to his wife and took certain possessions that belonged to Diana, and William was furious.
Yeah, yeah. And there were certain pieces, certain jewelry pieces that the queen had specifically left for Catherine that she tried to go in and take. And
Yes, yes.
Charles and William both went down her throat on it and said, "No, ma'am, that put it back. That's for Catherine."
And I
And
think she's the reason why Megan got so prejudiced against it. Part of it was this. What's her name again? Camilla. What's her name again?
Camilla,
Camilla, the
you know,
Rottweiler. I think she's very ugly and she
Yeah,
told me that.
I think she said and did some really ugly stuff to Megan, which
Definitely
kind
did
of
stuff.
completely like cut
Which
her
made
off, and Megan
Megan
was like,
throw
"We
it a
got to get
fit.
out of here."
Yeah, and Harry is a Virgo, so he wants to stand up for his woman. And
Yeah,
yeah, he'll get to hell with them. We'll get the hell out of here.
yeah. I think there are times when he regrets leaving, and
I know there are times, but he can't.
I know he wants to be back with his family, but
He doesn't want
that's
to be
going to be
near
a
Camilla.
long
Yeah,
that's going to be a long, hard road to travel for all of them because of so much hurt
yeah.
and things said in the heat of the moment. Um, but I have seen that down the road, as William has been king for a while, that Harry is like right there at his shoulder, his
Good.
right hand man.
He
So
trusts him.
it's like whatever they manage to make up, and then Harry is like his stalwart. He
And
is
we'll
right
find
there
out
behind
more
him.
about Camilla, by the way.
And
We'll find out more.
she's I know she tried to move she tried to get her son somehow included
I saw that. And her sister, they
in
got
the
rid of the
airship,
yeah.
and Princess Anne was like, "Oh hell
Oh
no,
yeah, I
you're
love
not
that
gonna go in
Princess
there."
Anne. She said, "Oh
Yeah,
hell,"
she's something else.
and she likes
Yeah,
Captain.
I know, y'all. I sound really hoarse. I'm sorry. My sinuses have been draining really bad, and it makes my throat act up. It's last weekend we were in shorts and t-shirts. This weekend we're wearing layers and coats again, so the weather won't make up its mind,
Yeah,
and that makes my allergies go nuts. So I do apologize. I'm not sick. I'm just sinus drainage.
I was the one that was really sick, but I'm doing so
Yeah,
much
you
better.
were. Well, I got that back around August, September. I got that bad upper respiratory infection, and it lasted for over a month. It took a long time to get over it.
Yeah,
I still have the cough
yeah,
sometimes.
that's what I had for sure. They said Kaiser said 3 weeks, and they're right. But I still have the lingering cough.
Here's one. There are accusations that Erica Kirk was allegedly involved with Epstein. I hadn't heard that one. Um, I have heard that there are rumors going around that she was involved with the planning of her husband's unfortunate demise. Um,
But it's all rumors, you know. It's just like
yeah,
people
it's
with
all
this Megan thing. Uh,
yeah,
unless you know Megan personally, we really don't have any right to make comment about her. I don't know her
right. I
personally.
mean, and
Technically, I feel
exactly.
like that her and her husband may split up, but I just think it's all the pressure from everything on the outside.
Yeah. Well, and with Erica Kirk, I know that there were some of Charlie Kirk's good friends have come forward to say he was looking into divorce proceedings before the incident happened, and he got unalived
And
on
there was
air.
something with Israel. She's connected with Israel. There was
Yeah,
something with Israel that he didn't like or he was questioning it, and then he was gone. So also, there's an evil look to her. I don't know energetically who she is.
yeah, she gives me the creepy
There's this
vibes,
look in her eyes that's scary.
and she's got the most fake crying down perfectly with her constantly dabbing her eyes. The tissue never gets wet. Her face never gets wet. Yeah, I mean, something about her kind of doesn't sit
And
right with me either.
who poses with your husband's dead body? That was so weird.
Yeah, yeah. She's done a lot of weird stuff since this happened.
And I'm telling you,
And
you don't hear about that kid they said that did this because he didn't do this. He was not the person.
yeah,
He's not the
yeah.
one that did it. I'm telling you, I don't know.
I
There's a
know
big
that.
thing, and none of this will come out until Netanyahu is gone.
Yeah, I know Charlie Kirk's parents are suing for custody of the children. I saw that I think it was the New York Times. I saw that about a month ago or so. They had filed lawsuit with the courts to gain custody of the children because they're saying that she's neglecting them. She's too busy doing her
Performance.
thing, her performance, to pay attention to her kids. So I'm like,
They won't get custody. I
yeah,
wish they would, but they won't get custody. They
yeah.
still play in
So
front of the judge, and she's got Trump on her side.
yeah,
Down the
that's
road,
true.
they may be able to get, because the kids are going to say, we don't want to be around her.
Yeah, yeah. When they're old enough to be able to tell a judge what they want, then there's a
Yeah.
good chance that would
She's not even
change.
going to let those kids see the grandparents. They might be able to win something on that, at least for visitation.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here's one. Do we see a far right party taking over Germany? No.
No.
I think they're going to make inroads. Is what they're telling me is they're going to make inroads, maybe swing some votes that way, but the memory is still there from World War II and what happened in
Yeah.
Germany. And I think the people there's still enough people that, they didn't sweep it under the rug after all of that came down. They made it a point that their people, their children, whatnot, knew and understood exactly what happened and what Hitler did. And I know when the Allies took over, when they won Europe and took over, they were going into these small towns where some of these big crematoriums and stuff were at, and they made the townspeople be the ones to have to go in and clean up, and so
Okay.
that they would have to face what happened. Um, but I'm not seeing them taking over. It just feels too much like there's still too many memories of before
Yeah.
to actually go down that road. What about you? Did you?
I don't see them taking over. I see the good news is, and I told my peoples this on my 2026, that the guides told me by the middle of next year, we're really going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're going to finally start seeing some real humanity taking place.
Mm-hmm.
And people will stop with the nonsense, because right now at the beginning of January, so many people aren't going to be able to afford health care. You're going to see people. There was just a 28-year-old woman who couldn't afford the chemo, so she died. She had 2 young kids, and more of these stories will be coming out. So the humanity will be very, very prominent.
Oh, that's the biggest thing I picked up for 2026 was healthcare,
Yeah,
and not just that they're taking it away from us, but the amount of people that are going to pass because of lack of health care or the lack of being able to get medication. That's going to be a real game changer
yeah,
for a lot of these really strong right wing MAGA people when suddenly, Momo and Papa got to come live with us because nursing homes don't exist anymore.
oh yeah. Now
They've been shut down.
you don't need a registered nurse in charge of the nursing home anymore.
Yeah. And I mean, just all kinds of crazy stuff. And you got, um, it's one of the things that I got was that you're if they don't do something drastic come January on healthcare, you're going to see more people going to street vendors in the illegal market looking for medications like kidney pills and diabetic medication, and because they won't be able to get it at the pharmacy. They
Yeah.
won't be able to afford it. And so, and then heaven help those people that go that route, because who says that what you're getting is actually what you're getting? And, so, but they're going to push people to a breaking point on that, because
Oh, I know.
you got a kid that's got cancer.
Pitchforks. I saw people marching in the streets. People are not going to put up with this.
When you said that the other day with Mel, and I immediately, it just flashed. It was like, yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. So that's who is?
So let's do another one last question, because I got to go. I got to be on with Debbie in a minute.
Right. Yeah, you got to go. I've got another show too that I've got to get to. Let me see. Here we go. Will the Ukrainian children be returned to their families, and the children that were sent to North Korea as well?
For sure, the ones that were sent to Russia, we will see some of them, and the North Korean too. But that's a couple of years away.
Yeah, and it's not going to be all of them. There's going to be a significant number that are just going to slip through the cracks, and you never hear from them.
It's just like when we took a whole bunch of immigrants and we parted the children from their families, we didn't find all of them.
No, they still haven't found all of them. And let me see. I'm trying to see if there's one more good one here we can throw out here. Yeah, no, that's not.
Well, girlfriend, it was good being on with you.
Yeah, it was. I'm so glad you were able to pop in, especially since I hit you last minute with it.
I know.
I was like, oh please, let her be available. Yeah, it's so rare that I'm available during the day.
I know.
You do shows during the week. And so that's why whenever I know I've got a day off coming during the day, I hit you and a couple other people up that I know are only available during daytime hours. And
and we all send prayers to Caroline Kennedy and her family.
Absolutely. I think the biggest question I'm seeing here is
Tatiana is passing today.
Right. Yeah. Is how is Trump feeling medically?
He's not good. He's not good.
Yeah. No, he's
and he lives in La La Land and he talks himself up, but he's the only one that talks himself up. Everybody else looks at him like he's a joke. So
yeah.
Thank you guys for coming.
That's it. Yeah, let's wrap it up, because it's a lot of the same repeat questions here.
And I'm gonna do a show
scrolling through the amount. Geez, I can't believe I got over 2,000 people in the room.
I know, don't you?
Okay, that's mind blown.
Bye, you guys.
Record.
I'll be on with Deborah on StreamYard.
Yep, and I'll be back in an hour with Sabrina for Astrology 101. We're going to do an astrology lesson. She's going to show us how to read a chart. So
thank you guys.
So thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. Please like and subscribe to both our channels. And after the show, go in and leave a comment. It helps boost the algorithm.
Awesome.
Even if it's just a thumbs up, whatever.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right.